appreciate you hosting this. It's really cool getting to know all of the different things that are offered. I thought 3Dex design sounded really cool. So thanks for sharing that, Marcy. My name is Sara, and I am an educator with over 10 years of experience. And I grew up in the Phoenix area, but I'm currently living in Michigan. And our program, Harmony Homeschooling, is a virtually run program. So Harmony Homeschooling's main goal is to teach students not just what to learn, but how to learn. And we do that primarily through our executive function coaching program. So this program, the full title is actually Executive Function and Integrative Projects Coaching, which is kind of a mouthful. So with this program, we focus on executive functioning skills primarily. And that could include like inhibition control, that could include cognitive flexibility and working memory. So if your student is really struggling with staying organized, with initiating tasks, and they're starting to lose confidence because they're having a hard time being independent, then this might be a good program for them. So we really focus on those executive functioning skills. We take an assessment before we really get into it so I can see where they're lacking in those executive functioning skills. And when it comes to the integrative projects portion of this one-on-one program, we build passion projects together using those executive functioning skills that we've learned. So these are long-term projects. So we go over together different methods for brainstorming. So if there's one method of brainstorming that just doesn't work for them, what else can we do? We also go over different methods for researching and how to tune out distractions when you're researching as well. We discuss how to organize tasks. Taking on a big long-term project can be a lot. So how do you put your tasks in order? And then also, too, when you have a long-term project that you are working through, sometimes there's roadblocks. So how do you go through that, or how do you pivot if you need to pivot? So this is really more of a real-world way to practice those executive functioning skills. Another way that this program is unique is that I am exclusively working with homeschooling families. So a lot of executive functioning coaches, they work primarily with students in the public education system. So they work with students who are like behind on assignments. They need to turn all the things in on the due date set by teachers and so on and so forth. But this is for homeschooling students. So I can take your curriculum, I can take your resources, and I can work with your students on creating a calendar schedule using those resources. If the writing program that they're a part of is really giving them some struggles, I could work with them on how can we break this down to make it more manageable. So those are really all of the aspects of our executive functioning program. In addition to the executive functioning program, we also offer a homeschool social club. And this is a club that's run twice a week, and it's democratically run too. So students have the opportunity to really choose what fun activities they want to do together. So we can decide, like, what art projects do we want to make together? We can decide, like, are there any guest speakers we want to bring in, and what topics do we want them to discuss? We can decide on different games and such to play as well. So those are Harmony Homeschooling's two primary offerings, is the executive functioning coaching as well as the homeschool social club. When it comes to age ranges for these programs, I primarily work with students that are middle and early high school, so 11 to 15. However, if you have a student that falls outside of this age range, still feel free to reach out to me and we can see what might be a good fit. When it comes to reaching out to me, the information will likely be in the video, my email and website and all that stuff. So feel free to reach out. I'd love to have a conversation about your learner and how we can help you.